Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. So here we have another question from the same passage um, of the GMAT text. So or GMAT question, you can say that. So and the direction for question is what? Answer the following questions based on the information provided below. So as we understood the text, which is indicating about quite quitting, right? So and it is a given example of Office Space, the movie, satirical movie, so which is nothing but a humorous one. And also the text introduces some of the character like Gallop and also Bova, right? So these are the, I mean, so you can say that authors who have given their viewpoints onto it, right? So even Clifton, CEO of Gallup, um, so let's jump to the question and try to understand what the question is all about and find out the right choice. As we are doing the nothing but a GMAT question, so your five options are there, and we need to find out which of the option is correct answer to the question. Let's look at the question. The question stated all of the following are mentioned as potential causes of quite quitting, except. So it is an except based question. So this question asks which one of the given choices is not mentioned as a cause of what? Quite quitting, right? Potential causes or cause of quite quitting in the passage. Quite quitting refers to what? That employee or employees, you can say that doing the bare minimum, doing the bare minimum, bare minimum required in their jobs, often due to a lack of engagement or dissatisfaction. Right. Now look at the choice. The first one stated that what? It is stated about digital revolution, right? When we talk about digital revolution, what is it? So it is stated about digital revolution. It indicates that what? Mm, the digital revolution is mentioned in the passage as a nothing but a cause. Cause of what? Quite quitting. The text explains that what? As organization focused on what? Focused on enhancing customer experience by reducing friction on the customer side. They increase the barrier faced by employees. Barriers faced by employees. And this increased pressure and reduced job satisfaction. So contributing to quite quitting, isn't it? So in that case, this option is mentioned as a cause. It is mentioned as a cause of quite quitting, isn't it? But our question is what? Except. So A can be called as a potential cause of quite quitting in the passage. So let's look at the option B, lack of role clarity. So the passage states that fewer than 50% of employees, right? Fewer than 50% of employees do what? Fewer than 50% of employees, you can say that given here, fewer than 50% of employees know what is expected of them on any given day, right? So, which affects their productivity, which affects their productivity, right? Well-being and engagement, isn't it? So, in that case, if you talk about productivity, well-being, and engagement, um, this lack of role clarity is mentioned as a direct contributor. This is nothing but a direct contributor to quite quitting. So this is also explicitly discussed what? Explicitly discussed in the passage as a factor contributing to quite quitting. Now, look at the option C, unrealistic customer expectations. Now, again, the passage provides an example from what? E-commerce, where organizations attempts to reduce delivery times to meet what? Meet customer expectations, created unrealistic pressures, right, on employees, leading to dissatisfaction and disengagement. So in that case, This option is also highlighted um, as a cause of quiet quitting that affects the employee experience, isn't it? Let's move to the D, which is stated about poor leadership. So, while poor leadership is not explicitly mentioned as a cause in the text, it is implied in the passage through the discussion of the need for leaders to adopt a, you can say that experience mindset, experience what mindset, isn't it? So, the passage suggests that without proper leadership focused on employee satisfaction, disengagement can occur. And that's why this option is indirectly suggested in the passage. So it is considered a, you can say that, valid cause, valid cause of quiet quitting. So let's move to the option E. As we find out, A, B, C, D are nothing but known as the potential causes of quiet quitting according to the passage. Then E would be the last one. So E would be the correct answer. But look at it, inadequate employee compensation, right? When we say that inadequate employee compensation, so you would say that it is a correct one, right? The passage does not mention inadequate employee compensation, like you can say that salary, right? Or you talk about benefits, right? You can say that bonus as a cause of quiet quitting. So they cannot, excuse me, they cannot be called as a causes mentioned focus more on the, they cannot be called as the causes. So um, you can say that the causes mentioned focus more on the what, you can say that digital revolution, role clarity, role clarity, unrealistic experiences, and the need for better leadership approaches. So, hence, we can say that it is a correct one. So, as the passage does not discuss compensation or pay related issues, making this option the only one not mentioned or implied as a cause, right or not? So, hence, we can say that means correct answer is E, which is called as a inadequate employee compensation. The passage does not address inadequate employee compensation as a cause of quiet quitting. The other options are mentioned, or you can say that implied within the context of the text. So hence the answer should be option E, right? The answer is option E. I hope you understood this. That's all. Thank you.